You think you know what it means when your dog licks you. Most people smile, laugh, maybe even take it as a sweet little kiss. What if I told you that your dog's licking isn't just a sign of affection? And in many cases, it's not cute at all. Be a red flag about their health, their emotions, or even the way they see you. By the end of this video, you'll never look at those wet, sloppy licks the same way again. So let's step into the strange psychology and biology of why dogs lick humans, and what they're really trying to tell you. Ancient root of the behavior. To understand why your dog licks you, you have to go back thousands of years, long before humans and dogs became best friends. Wolves, the ancestors of modern dogs, licked each other as a survival tool. Pups licked their mother's mouth to encourage her to regurgitate food. Wolves licked each other as a sign of respect, to strengthen social bonds, and sometimes to communicate submission. That instinct never disappeared. When your dog licks you, it's carrying the ancient blueprint of wolf behavior. And here's the twist: it doesn't always mean love. Sometimes it's habit, sometimes it's instinct, and sometimes it's something far more complex: affection. But with a hidden layer, of course. One of the most common reasons dogs lick is affection. Your dog sees you as family, and licking becomes a way to bond, to say, "You're part of my pack." But here's where it gets interesting. Licking also releases endorphins in your dog's brain, the same kind of feel good chemicals humans get from a hug. That means your dog isn't just showing love. They're self-soothing. They're using you like a stress reliever. That's not bad, but it does change the picture. Sometimes those kisses are less about you and more about them. Submission. Or something darker. Have you ever noticed that dogs sometimes lick after they've been scolded? Or when you raise your voice? It might look like an apology, but in reality, it's submission. It's your dog's way of saying, "I don't want conflict." But here's the darker side. If your dog licks excessively after corrections or tense moments, it could mean they're anxious around you. What looks like love might actually be stress. That's not cute. It's a warning sign that the relationship is out of balance. The salt and sweat factor. Dogs are obsessed with human skin for another reason too: taste. Our skin carries salt, oils, and scents. When you sweat, your body releases chemicals that dogs can detect in ways we can't even imagine. A lick could be as simple as, "You taste interesting." But here's the chilling thought: excessive licking of your skin, especially in specific areas, could be your dog trying to tell you something about yourself. There are documented cases of dogs persistently licking at spots on their owners' bodies, where cancer or infection was later discovered. Dogs have a sixth sense for illness, and their tongue sometimes becomes the tool for pointing it out. Attention game. If you've ever had a dog suddenly start licking your hand, while you're watching TV or scrolling your phone, here's the truth. They're not being cute, they're being strategic. Dogs quickly learn that licking gets your attention. You look down, you laugh, you push them away, but to your dog that's still attention. This can create a cycle. Your dog licks, you react, and they learn it works. Before long, it becomes less about love and more about manipulation. It's not malicious. Dogs don't scheme the way humans do. But it is a form of control, stress, and obsession. Now let's step into the unsettling side of licking. Excessive licking, whether directed at you objects themselves, can be a sign of stress or obsessive compulsive behavior in dogs. Imagine biting your nails or tapping your foot. For dogs, licking fills the same role. If your dog constantly licks you whenever you sit down, that could be an anxiety signal. It's not about affection, it's about coping. And if you ignore this, you might miss the early signs of deeper issues like separation anxiety or canine depression. Healing myth. There's an old belief that dog's saliva heals wounds. People used to let dogs lick cuts because they thought it sped up recovery. And while it's true that dog saliva contains enzymes that can fight bacteria, it's not the whole story. Mouths also contain harmful bacteria that can cause serious infections in humans. In rare cases, people have even developed life-threatening illnesses after being licked in the wrong spot at the wrong time. So the next time your dog licks an open wound, know this: it's not cute, it's dangerous. The hidden message of face licking. Here's something most people don't realize: when dogs lick your face, may actually be mirroring the ancient wolf pup behavior of licking the mother's mouth for food. It's instinct, not romance. To them, your mouth is the place where food comes from. And licking it could be a leftover survival reflex. And if your dog constantly goes for your face, especially your lips, it might be less about love and more about biology. Bonding through chemistry. When dogs lick, something fascinating happens. Their saliva interacts with your skin, and their brain triggers oxytocin, the bonding hormone. But here's the kicker: your brain responds too. That's why dog licking can feel emotionally powerful. But remember, what feels like love is actually chemistry, and chemistry can mask other signals. Just because it feels good doesn't mean it's always healthy.